The EUREC Master is a 3-part program to choose a renewable energy technology and specialize within it.
There are 2 masters. There is one business oriented one and one technical one.
By doing the EUREC Masters, it has allowed me to explore different renewable energy technologies and areas, and then select the one that I'm most interested in, and then work towards becoming an expert in that field.
This program was able to give me a European perspective, but also allowed me to listen to other students from outside of Europe to see what are truly the biggest issues and what are some of the best solutions to address them.
Be prepared for hard work.
I had just all positive experiences.
And be prepared to have fun also.
It's about human connection, about learning culture, and also about respecting diversity.
The relationship between the master and EUREC was really close.
They have been very supportive. There's always an open door for us to clarify questions.
They listen to their students and they provide them with any help or tips that they need along the way.
They made me ready to enter the renewable energy world.
Great. Well, I hope this video made you ready for this webinar, because we are set up to present to you about the Renewable Energy Master. My name is Luc Mulling and I'm the moderator of today. Welcome everybody. Before we go over to the presenters, I'd like to explain some interactive options that we have for you. As already some people did, you can write in the chat where you're logging in from. That's just great to see for us to see the diversity and the variety of countries. And second of all, important for yourself is the question tab. So there you can write your questions at any time. We'll be answering them at the end, but by all means, do write them there. Also, I open up a question to you, and we saw a little polling question there. So we appreciate your feedback, just to know a bit more about yourself, and I'll be opening up a couple more throughout the session. And last but not least, we have another interactive button that is at the bottom of the screen. You can click on React. There you can give your reaction of choice. If you hear something you like, for example, that one. And then it's nice to see that there's an audience, of course, for the presenters. So thanks for that. Without further ado, let's go over to the presenters. I'm introducing to you Nathalie Richer. She will introduce herself and take you then throughout the presentation. Good luck.
Thank you, Luc. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Nathalie Richer. I'm from EUREC, the Association of Renewable Energy Research Centers, and I'm the manager of the 2 European Master programs that we will talk about this afternoon. So happy to guide you for the next hour. I will start with an overview of the 2 programs. We will see the objective. We will see how the program are structured. You will see that they are delivered in several universities. So I will show you where you can study which topic, and we will quickly talk about the project semester. Then I will give the floor to Corinna Vogt, that you can see in the speakers here, who will talk about the first semester in both programs. Then you will be guided in the specialization semester, because you have multiple choices, and Paz and Jürgen will guide you for the specializations. I will come back to show you how to apply, how to use our website, some practical questions, and then we'll open the floor to you and we will reply to your questions. So first, the objectives. So we have 2 master programs. The European Master in Renewable Energy focuses on the technical understanding and implementation of the renewable energy technologies. The other one, SESIM, the European Master of Sustainable Energy System Management, focuses on the business and economic aspects of the energy systems. Completing these programs, both of them, you will gain the technical, analytical, and communication skills that are required for you to become a key member of the future energy workforce. Our programs are international programs, so they are called European Masters, but as you can see, we have students coming from Europe, but also a lot from outside of Europe, so you will really experience a multicultural aspect during your programs. We also have a strong alumni network. The program exists for more than 20 years now, so you have 1,100 students in the network. They join every year. In Brussels, we have yearly meetings, a forum, which is a good opportunity to talk about projects, career perspective, job opportunities. And now let's see a bit how concretely they work. So there are 3 semesters program, which means that you start this September and you will end the program in December the following year. You first study for the core, what we call the core semester, in one university of your choice. That will be the university that delivers the degree at the end. During the second semester, you specialize in one topic, and for this, you go to another university. And finally, during the last semester, you have a project semester, a master thesis project in a company or research center of your choice. Here are the choices of universities. So let's start with the European Master in Renewable Energy. You can choose between 4 different core universities. You can study in French in Mines Paris. You can study in Spanish in Zaragoza University in Spain. And you can study in English, and then you have the choice between Germany, Oldenburg University, or the Netherlands in Onzo University of Applied Sciences. For the second semester there, you have 6 choices of specialization. You can specialize in photovoltaics in Cyprus, in wind in Greece, in the integration, in grid integration in Spain, in solar thermal in France, in ocean energy in Portugal, or in sustainable fuel systems for mobility in the Netherlands. For the CESIM program, the core university is Onzo University, so there is no choice for this one. You have to study in the Netherlands for the first semester, but then you can either stay in the Netherlands to study system innovation management, or move to Belgium to study sustainable energy and the digital transformation. I told you that I'm from EUREC. What is the role of EUREC in the Masters? We are coordinating the Masters, which means that we will be in contact during your application process, but will also be the contact point for you during the program, after the program. So we are here to guide you and also to make the universities work together to have something harmonized in the different universities. We are also in charge of the communication activities. So we are in charge of the website, of the social media accounts. We have a nice Instagram if you want to check. And we also organize events in Brussels. So you will come to Brussels during the program once at the start for the welcome day to meet students from all other universities. And at the end to present the results of your projects. I was talking about the job opportunities, that you will find a job. Yes, you will easily find a job in this sector after your program. EUREC is also coordinating the partnership on renewable energy skills. And we are well placed to see that this sector is actively recruiting. We estimate that around 2 million jobs are needed in the next 5 years. So this is reassuring on the career perspectives after the program. Point on the project semester. As I was telling you, the third semester is a project. It's 5 to 6 months. It's an important part of the program. And it's a project of your choice. Of course, you will be guided by the universities to define the topic, but it's you who is choosing what you want to do and where you want to do it. It can be anywhere in the world, not necessarily in Europe, but you have to respect one rule, is that during the program, you need to travel at least in 2 different countries, which means that if you studied the first 2 semesters in one university, which is possible, let's take one example. You do the core semester in the University of Zaragoza and you decide to study grid integration for the second semester, it's completely possible, but you have to do the project anywhere in the world, but not in Spain. And at the end of the project, you come back to Brussels all together. It's a good gathering, a very joyful gathering, because it's the end and you see everybody again. But it's also an exam where you have to present the results of your thesis in front of a jury of 3 professors from the different universities. And I think this is for the overview. And now I will give the floor to Corina from the University of Anze in the Netherlands to talk about the core semesters of both programs.
Yeah, thank you, Natalie. Welcome, everybody. I'm the program manager of these 2 masters here at the Hanze University of Applied Sciences in Groningen in the Netherlands. And so we offer both cores, and maybe now we can go. Yes, thank you. So we are one of the core for EMRE. We are offering one of the core semesters here at EMRE, but as Natalie already said, in Oldenburg, at the Oldenburg University offers also a core semester. Both here in the Netherlands and in Germany, we teach our core in English. In Paris Mintec, in France offer also the core, but there it is taught in French, so you need to be good in French. And the Zaragoza University have it in Spanish, the core. And as I already said, the SESM core is only here at the Hanze offered, also English taught. What can you expect in that first semester? Just quickly walk through. In the core, you have in the core of EMRE, the foundation means what is the energy basics, what is energy, what is calculations, the physics behind that, what kind of energies exist. Then you will have a module on the solar energy, so where you go about PV and solar thermal things. Then you have one course over the wind, where you get a bit more to learn about wind energy and how that all works. One for the biomass. You will also hear about the water energy. And you also have a bit of an introduction to socioeconomic issues and also some research skills along the way. And in SESM, we do basically have there also, you start with an overview module where you learn a little bit about in what context are you talking, and what are we talking about energy transition, what's the playing field nationally and internationally, business and techniques. Then you will have a module on energy technology, plans and integration. That is the technological part of the master. Then there's a module about energy markets, finances and law. This is basically, as Natalie said, also an economic-minded master. So you have to know a little bit about business cases and how to do those. You will also learn about modeling, how you can modeling think for your business cases, how you can make the calculations. And you also have research methodology. And here, this next one just gives you an impression a bit more. You will have it's taught with labs, it's taught with theory is with assignments. So you get hands-on, you get excursions, but you also have theory and tests to write. And for SESM, it's basically the same. Here you just can see where we are actually situated in the Netherlands, and where the place is where you get it taught. But also here the same assignments, real life cases, labs, and excursions. And I think that's for the core. And I give the words to Paz from Zaragoza to introduce you to the specializations.
I will continue with the specialization in EMRE. Each specialization builds upon the core knowledge that Corina explained you, and is provided by different centers. There are 6 specializations in EMRE, in the Renewable Energy Master. And each of these specializations is provided by a different institution, and these institutions were selected to be leaders in their topics. So you will learn a lot about the technologies today, how are they today, and the possible future scenarios of these technologies. In the next slide, we have you can see the location of each specialization, and you can see the important things you need to, the key factor to consider to choose specialization. First of all, your background. It's important, but it's not a key factor, because you can follow the different specializations with different backgrounds. And of course, your career perspective. What's your objective for your future job? You can see also the number of visits and external lectures. We think that it's important to know this data, because these external lectures allow us to see another point of view of every technology, because we are academic researchers, and then we are not in the industry every day. So this external lecture for us, it's a very, very important aspect. If you want to know more about the specializations and the teaching methods, you can go to the website. There are a lot of information of each one. These are 3 nice pictures of some of the visits that we did in the previous years. For example, the first one is about solar thermal. I'm not sure about the second one. The third one is in the Hydrogen Foundation here in Spain that we visit like 2 or 3 years ago. But it's for us, it's important that you contact us to ask as many questions as you have, and our contact is in the website, as Natalie will explain later. So I think that Carmen can continue with the next session.
Okay, I think I need to take over. Hello, my name is Jurgen van Rekenhem. I am coordinator of the energy tracks of HOWEST in Belgium, and I want to take you on track with the courses, specialization semesters on the SESM Master, so the second master that is also integrating the business and economic side of the masters. So in the specializations of SESM, we have 2 choices. You could stay with your core provider, which is Hanze University of Applied Science, to follow the specialization system innovation management, or you can come to Belgium and learn more about energy and IT, we always call it, but the full name is Sustainable Energy and the Digital Transformation. If we are looking to the 2 topics, the first one is focusing, you've seen the different modules, but everything always starts from the energy context. And then we are going deeply into topics like political, legal, environmental, technological, social, and economic aspects. So you will learn to design, develop, and manage the process of innovation needed for successfully developing and exploring innovative business cases for complex renewable energy systems. So we really want to get an approach due to different modules. We will start with the energy systems and modeling applications. Then we will talk about energy infrastructures and renewable energy sources. So everything will be more specialized than we are seeing in the course. We are going more in depth on the technological side of it. The system innovation processes, but of course, again, the economics. If you know a little bit about the energy transition, you see that the energy market is becoming quite important, and it's for a business very important to try to optimize energy flows and combine it with the cost of energy and to optimize the processes. And all of these topics we will discuss in the specialization. For both specializations, we will be teaching, but we will also give you some labs to see some things in reality, to also test some things. We will give some case studies. You can explore yourself to work with data. We go to conferences together with you. So we really want you also to give a good network, to talk to different people out of the industry, to see what is happening outside of the education world, and to see how you can innovate. The second is our specialization in Belgium. This is located in Kortrijk. That's a good hour and a half from Brussels. We also have 5 topics. We are going more deeply into the energy markets. You see, if you follow this specialization, we try to combine energy and IT, but of course we also go to the economical side of it. But it's quite important, if you want to dimension an installation, that you know how to work with data and that you access and can manage the data. So we will learn you to program. You don't need to have some advanced skills in advance. If you start with the track, we will learn it to you. And then we are going deeper in 5 topics: energy markets, combined with energy auditing, smart grids, renewables, the big data aspect, Internet of Things, communicating with different types of sensors. We'll also give you an introduction in artificial intelligence, to make a forecast of energy consumption and production, to smartly use your energy sources. And all of this we will try to combine in a program where we also do some study visits to companies in the neighborhood. We do a lot of case studies, so we will do a lot of projects together with you. We will give you a lot of data and learn how to optimize systems and make you the energy manager of the future. And then I would like to give back the word to Natalie.
Thank you very much, Jürgen. I'm sure you have already many questions, but you can already type them, questions for the specialization and for the core semester. Do not hesitate to already type in the question area, but we will first explore how to find information after the webinar. We have 2 master websites, one for EMRE, one for CESIM. They are made the same way, so it will be easy for you to figure out the different things. You have the syllabi of each course that you can find for the specialization, for the core, for each university. Each university has a dedicated page, and in each page you can find contact details of the professors that can reply to your questions. Of course, you always have EUREC that can reply also to the questions. So you can check the website. On the website, you do not forget to also read through the testimonials of former students. We have a video gallery. We have a linking to a YouTube channel, which is full of videos of former students who talk about their experience of the master and why they chose. They give some advice. There are some advice to non-EU students, for example, for the papers and things like this. Everything you can find in the videos. And the newsletter also, where you can see some example of what our students do now. But I think what is the most interesting part right now for you is how to apply and how to find the practical information, the documents to present, the tuition fee, this kind of information. So there are 2 areas of the website: about the master, where you have a FAQ, frequently asked questions section, where we have listed all the questions we receive more frequently via emails, so you can find the tuition fee. The tuition fee, I will tell you now, are of 8,000 euros for EU citizens and 13,000 euros for non-EU citizens. There are some scholarship possibilities depending on the university you apply to. It's a bit complicated to detail right now and give you all the possibilities, but there is a reply in the website and links to contact the universities directly about it. And then you have the how to apply section. So you have the procedure that is listed, where you can find all the documents you need to upload. Some advices for the letter of motivation that you have to do, all these things. And then you have to create an application. All the applications are done directly on the EUREC Masters websites. It's not to the university, or it's in the second time in the university to finalize the registration. but the application form is online, and there you need to create an account and then fill the form. And of course, EUREC is always there to support in case of any technical issue with this. Does not happen too often normally. You have the website. The application forms are already available. We opened the application process already a month ago. Some deadlines. The first deadline will be for the German university, which is already closing the applications by mid-April for non-EU students. So do not wait until the last moment. It's on a first come, first served basis. So we advise you to apply as soon as possible. First, because you've got more chances to be selected. We have a limited amount of seats, but also time to arrange your travel, accommodation, all the things, the scholarship. If you want to apply to scholarship, you need time, so apply as soon as possible. I told you that we have some social media accounts. Do not hesitate to follow us there. We put some reminders on the deadlines of application, these kind of things there. And I've put you here the email address to contact EUREC directly. For both programs, it's the same. It's master@eurec.be. And you can see me here. And also you can see my colleague Rafaela, and we are both there for you during the application process. I think this was it for the practical things I wanted to talk about, and we can now listen to you and reply to your questions.
Yes, indeed. Now is the time for you to let us know any questions or doubts you may have. We have this great list panel that here to help you with that. I just wanted to emphasize a couple of things. First of all, somebody was wondering if it's recorded. Yes, it is. So if you missed the part or you want to see it again or share it, then it is recorded. So we will send it to all of you right after. And also, thanks to let us know your feedback in the polling. I see many of you already did. Thanks for that. And there's still a question opening coming up. So be watching out for that as well. So having said that, oh, that's actually the poll coming up on my face. Well, that's the last polling to know what kind of information you're still looking for. Just so let us know. Then we maybe can still address some of that as well. Let's go over to the questions. So first of all, we had a question from Ali, and Ali is wondering, how is the world ranking for this university? Well, that's difficult to say, I guess, but I'll leave that to you.
We have 10 universities, so
Yeah.
it's a bit difficult. It's not a world ranking per university we are looking at. We are in some rankings of the best master programs on renewables in Europe. I think last year from the Studyrama, we were the third one. Yeah, so it's top 3 of the programs on renewables. University per university, I don't know, but I think this can be easily checked online. And also which world ranking, because there are several different systems. So I will give the reply to Google, I would say.
Okay, yeah, so of course there's a consortium of different universities. So let's go over to the next question. Well, this was from Akin Molayan, if I say that right. It's more about the content rather than the program maybe, but I don't know if we want to answer that here. But just to know, can CSP compete in the near future with PV and wind? What can we say about that very shortly?
Yes, I think it's a needed source to be added, because if we all want to do it with solar or wind, it is not possible to get just 100% renewable. We need other technologies, combined technologies. We also need energy storage, but all of that are all topics we will discuss in the courses, of course, and we will have a lot of discussions with you guys. And depending on which region you live, you will see one topic will be more influenced by another, just by the region, but combining technologies is for sure needed to help clearing the energy transition and to make it possible to get climate neutral at 2050. So yes.
Sorry, I was muted. Thanks for that answer. So we go to the next question. Samuel was wondering, I want to know whether the 13,000 euro tuition for non-EU students is for the whole program or for 1 year?
It's for the whole program, 1.5 years.
Okay, so that's actually more than a year indeed, and covering the whole tuition fee. Good. Hope that helped you, Samuel, and others, if you were wondering about that. And that fee, of course, was for non-EU that you mentioned. Malek is asking, well, I saw the program is eligible for an apprenticeship. Is this eligibility valid for all specializations, including the one at Hanze? Who can answer that?
I think for apprenticeship, we have it only for the student in Mines, Paris, in France. We don't have apprenticeship as such in other universities. This is what we call alternance. I don't know if this replied to the question, if it was for French students asking about it, but for the moment, it's we start this year with this system, and it will be in France.
Well, actually, I think Malek is from France. So I see, is it possible to do the work study in a company based in France, he's adding, while studying in the Netherlands? Well, in that case, for the apprenticeship, it seems to be possible in France, right?
Yes, but we will find ways in the structure of the program to allow some time in the French company just before the specialization. There will be special arrangement for French students from next year.
Okay. There we go. All right, we're getting the thumbs up as well. So hopefully that answered that. Next question, Ali was wondering when my study journey can start. And I think you mentioned the starting date, but just to make sure.
Beginning of September. If you start in most universities, it will be beginning of September. In Germany, they start a bit later, so very end of September or early October.
Great. Thank you. And next question from Alvaro. Is the topic of fuel cell or hydrogen included in any of the semesters?
Well, I think I can answer that one because it's
yes,
included.
it's in the specialization in Hanze. You can have, I think, a specific module for that. And also during the core semester, there are some basic knowledge about that.
Okay, thank you, Mar. Do you want to add something to that, Corina?
No, sorry, I just didn't see Bas anymore, so that's why I thought I'd take over. But it's basically part of the specialization semester at the Hanze for Emre. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for that answer for both of you.
And maybe just adding.
Yeah, go ahead, Jürgen.
Yeah. I think if you look to Belgium, we are talking about all storage systems. We're not just discussing battery storage, of course. And yeah, of course, hydrogen is one of them. But it's not a whole semester just about hydrogen, of course. It will be a small part of it and discussing about practical cases. But I think for all the specializations, it's the same. Yeah.
All right. Anything to add to that, Bas? Or is that...
I don't know if you listen my first answer. In the specialization in Hanze, there are. Did you hear me or not?
Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay, that's all. Sorry.
No problem. Thank you. Daniel was wondering, does someone get 1 or 3 diplomas?
You get 1 diploma from the university, issued by the university where you studied the first semester, which is your core university, also the core that will assess your project semester, that will follow you during the project. And for EMRE, on top of this, EUREC can give you a certificate of equivalence, showing that the degree that you received from the University of Oldenburg is equivalent to the European Master received in Anze, in Min, and in Zaragoza. So you have a diploma from the university and a certificate of equivalence from EUREC.
Okay, thank you. Next question we received from Paula. What is the acceptance rate? Can you say
not
something?
an easy one, because also from one university to another, it's not exactly the same. It really depends on the number of applications we receive. It's not that there is no rule. It's never the same from one year to another. We have most of the universities can accept 15 to 20 students, and we receive many applications, but doesn't mean a lot. We receive many applications, but we don't receive this many very good applications. So I think the most important is to have an application, take the time to do the application, really putting all the documents, all the transcripts, and a very clear motivation letter. And I think if you already have all this really well set up, you have good chances to be in the selected ones.
Perfect. Thank you, Natalie. Hope that gave you a good enough answer, Paula. Next question from Michel. When should we be receiving the replies to our hopefully successful application?
The same, from one university to another, not the same reply. Universities are trying to provide an assessment of the form in the 2 to 3 weeks after receiving them. We have an exception for the German university, who cannot provide replies before the end of their application process. So for those applying to the University of Oldenburg, you will receive a reply at the end of April. For all universities, all other universities, normally in the 2 to 3 weeks after submitting, you should get a reply. It might take a bit more time if there are some missing documents, or sometimes, for example, for the students applying to the French or Spanish university, you might have an interview to check the level of French or Spanish, or so it's an average. If you have doubts, you can always write an email to master@eurec.be, and we can give you the status of your application.
And there's the email on the screen, master@eurec.be. You can write as well. Also, I would like to, at this point, actually share a link with you. It is in the section under apps. You can find it, but I will put it now on your screen. There's the link to the application portal. So if you have further information, you want further information or want to know how to apply, click on that link. I actually encourage you to do that now. Then you can read at your own pace after the webinar about the requirements, documents, deadlines, visa, all of it is presented there. Yeah, so hopefully that's useful and answering some of those questions as well. We go to the next question. Well, Mark was joining late. Besides going over the information again, Mark, I think the best is just to stay online, because after we finish, it will restart right away. So you can start watching it from the beginning and get all the information you missed. So maybe do that first, and otherwise reach out to the email as provided. The question from Panagiotis, which is the program cost? So we did go over that, but I think it was presented before, but maybe Natalie can remind you of it.
Yes. So there are two different tuition fee, one for EU citizens, which is 8,000 euros for the old program, and the one for non-EU students, it's 13,000 euros also for the whole program.
And that brings us to the next question from Daniel about funding, but more about scholarships as well. I think that was mentioned, but do you want to say something else about this?
Yes, please go in the FAQ, because then you will have details university per university. Universities have different possibilities for scholarships. There are some also Erasmus loans that are possible for our program. So you go, you check. It also depends if you are EU, non-EU, the country of origins. You also have international organism that you should not forget. Every year we have students coming to our program who got full funding from international programs, external scholarship organism, not only the universities. So you have links on the website to check these things.
Okay, and there is the link actually by your dear colleague, Rafaela, wrote in the chat the link, direct link to the FAQ that you mentioned. Thank you. We have a couple of questions left at this stage. Nayi, do you have some companies offering internships that are only for the students of this master, or all the students have to find them? So do you have some companies basically you can present?
Okay, I'm taking this one also. Or?
Yeah, maybe I can tell it
Yes,
for our
please,
part. Well, yeah, I think it's depending on which course or which track you will choose. But I only can say if you are following SESM, for our part also, and the specialization when you're coming to Belgium, we have a quite big network of companies, and I always listen to students also, what do they want to find of topic, and maybe I can introduce you to some companies to have a visit for them and can talk if you can do your master thesis. So that's certainly a possibility. If you say, okay, I really want to get a master thesis in this or this team, let us know. And maybe if it's in Belgium, I for sure can help you look for an opportunity in Belgium, because we have a quite big network of companies where we are working together with. But yeah, of course, you can come with your own proposal also. But that's for our part of the SESM Master specializations. We are trying to help to search your topic.
Yeah, to complement this also for the other program, it's the student responsibility to find a project, but universities are supporting, EUREC is supporting, we receive offers directly from companies we post. We have an intranet where we can put some offers. So you are not completely alone in the process.
Great. Well, you're all supported, so that's good to see. And last question for now, at this stage, I see from Maria, can the tuition fee be paid in installments? And what is the application deadline for Hanse University? Two questions. Who can talk about the installments?
Installments, yes, it's possible. It's already planned to do it in installments. When you receive the offer letter, you have the different dates at which you can pay, and we can always discuss this in case it's not convenient for you. This is for all the payments that are collected by EUREC. So this is not exactly true for ONZE, which has different rules, because then for ONZE, payments are to be done there directly. And I will leave the floor to Corina to complement this and give also the deadlines for application there.
That's true. So if you pay the tuition fees to Hanse, or if you come to Hanse, you have to pay the tuition fees to Hanse. And I believe the first year, the first 12 months, I think in most cases you have to pay them in one go. And after that, you can pay them in installments. But if that makes you, if there's difficulties for you in that, contact us and discuss with us. And I'm not entirely sure what the other things are, what possibilities are. It also depends on whether you are non-EU or EU students. So there's also different difference there. And the application deadline also here for the non-EU students, I believe is 1st of May, that you have to apply. That also has to do with visa requirements by the Netherlands, so that you can actually also go through the whole process and be here at 1st of September. For EU students, I believe it's 15th of July, Natalie, right? That's EUREC wide.
Indeed, 15th of July for EU students. But I would advise not to wait until 15th of July, because then trying to get the reply, registering, moving to the country, finding accommodation might be not easy, not the best summer you will spend if you wait until mid-July to apply.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much. I already saw thank yous from the audience as well. So that is great to see. Those were the questions we've received so far. We have a couple of minutes left.
Sorry.
Yeah,
there's
go
one
ahead.
more. I think from Maria, because I think we created a little bit of confusion.
Yes.
There is only one tuition fee. It's just all students that start with Hanze pay the tuition fee directly to Hanze. All other students, I believe, pay them to EUREC. So there are no two fees.
It's just the way they are collected. It's just a different bank accounts, but it's the same tuition fee for all.
Yeah. Okay, I hope that clarifies that for you, Maria, and for others that were wondering. As I was just going to say, we still have time for a last question. If you have one, then this is the moment, because now you have all these experts from the different universities about this program here. Otherwise, we do have the email. I just want to put that on the screen, master@eurec.be, where you can reach out. And yeah, thank you all of you already, also for your poll answers. I saw the most information that they're still looking for was career opportunities. Well, I think it was already presented, some of it. I don't know if there's anything else that someone wants to add to that, but I think the career opportunities, it sounded like there's a great chance for jobs. So that's, I think, the good news about this. And with that, we can slowly round off the session. So no further questions, I see. Then I only have a last polling question. But before I do that, I just want to thank everyone for having joined already. Of course, all the people that join in from different locations. I saw a lot of different countries from European Bulgaria, but also Kenya, Chile, South Africa, Algeria, Spain, Australia. So Cyprus, yeah, thanks everyone for having joined from, yeah, especially whatever time it was for you. We appreciate it. And thanks to all the speakers. Of course, Natalie, thanks a lot for the coordination and your input in this, and Jürgen, Corina, and Pas, I should say, as well for your input and your presentations. And while I put the last polling, maybe last words over from you, Natalie, just to finish off the session.
Well, just thank you for the interest and for watching us. And of course, we stay at your disposal for any questions, and we hope to see you as a student next year.
Great. Thank you, everyone. And with that, we round up the session. And have a good afternoon, good evening, or morning, wherever you are. And hope to see you, maybe some of you next year in the EUREC Master in Renewable Energy. Bye-bye.
Bye.